Yeah, he's looking suave.
If you sit there and you consistently put walls around people, they're not going to know that they can go past those walls.
Let's go, Nate Dogg.
He has turned into a hilarious, funny, intelligent, just awesome human being.
Elijah doesn't know that he has any walls because I don't allow them to be there.
Hi, I'm Elijah, and I'm living out loud.
Most of us would have at some stage dreamed of being a superhero, of having powers to do more than simply observe and endure the harshness of the world. With the help of his devoted family, one extraordinary young man is turning that dream into reality.
This definitely stays on it.
Okay.
My name is Elijah Joel Haney, and I am 19 years old. Nate agrees with that, don't you, Nate?
Yes, I do. That's really cool. That's a really good idea. My name is Marty King Young. I have 3 kiddos. I have Michael, Keegan, and Elijah. Michael is 25 now. Keegan is 22, and Elijah is 19. Elijah is on the autism spectrum.
If you get anxiety, let me know.
Elijah is an emerging filmmaker, and he's challenging many of the misconceptions about his condition by shining his creative light on the world. And he's about to go out on a limb. A short film he wrote and directed is premiering in a matter of days, with his future in the movie industry and his confidence riding on its success. Getting to this point has been a long and difficult journey.
When Elijah was really young, he didn't hit certain milestones.
We were really worried because he wouldn't talk, and he would get frustrated. And then he'd start throwing things because he couldn't explain what he was trying to tell us.
Bipolar was the initial diagnosis, so they could start him on his round of meds. That started at age 7. And then when he was 12, I think they gave us the diagnosis.
Having a child diagnosed with autism is big news for anyone. But from the beginning, Elijah felt welcome at home, just as he was.
I didn't think of it as anything like life-shattering or anything like that, because it was like, well, my whole life has changed. That's okay. Okay, so what do? We're gonna tell him that he's no different than anybody else, and we're not gonna put any walls around him. And if he wants to do something, we're gonna support who he is. Gosh.
Do you have any queens?
Go fish. No.
Well, I don't know much about Mom, but I just know I enjoy her company.
Having a family member that's on the spectrum, it can be challenging, but it can also be something that's really awesome because he always has his own perspective, his own unique look on things.
If there is anything that makes you different, that's not a limitation or something that can stop you from achieving what your dreams, what you want, anything like that.
That's right. Come to Papa. Come to Papa. Yeah!
This game. I tried.
Oh,
let's go!
Okay.
The fundamental glue holding the tribe together is their love of and involvement in film.
I'm a screenwriter, and I direct films. I produce films.
We all have always really been interested in movies, just objectively, and then it became kind of more of a reality around the same time. I had a chance to be an extra in the Hannah Montana movie, which I could not pass up.
They catch him.
Michael is in Atlanta, and he works in the film industry. He's working on a Netflix show right now as a PA.
Which superhero?
And Dr. Black.
And it's certainly rubbed off on the youngest sibling.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Elijah's love of movies has always been there. The first designs.
These are one of my movies that the DVD bottom shelf is still collecting. That's the DVD pouch. And this is my VHS, since you're wondering. Well, my most favorite movie is The Avengers, because it's got all the Marvel superheroes in there.
There's been added benefit to Elijah's deep interest in film.
The best way I've noticed for us to get him to learn anything is to find a movie that has to do with whatever it is we want to teach him about, and then talk to him afterwards and say, why do you think this person did this? Why do you think this person chose to do this?
Do they know?
No.
Okay, so it's not a deliberate choice.
He'd watch a movie and then he'd do his zooming and he'd reenact the whole thing right there while he's just pacing in that circle.
I see like a movie going on in my mind, and I say things that like it's happening. It's like a TV, but I see it in my mind.
Eventually, Elijah became compelled to create stories of his own. One day, from the creative ether, came a character who would play a central role in the family's life.
Wonder Boy started when he was about 11 and a half to 12, and he made the jump from his elementary school, which he had been there since he was 3, into middle school, which was terrible. It was a terrible time for him. And so Wonder Boy was created as the superhero where he could overcome things and he could fight and do things that he knew that Elijah shouldn't do.
He runs super fast like the Flash, and he has senses. Like he's still trying to work on them.
Revealing the nature of the man behind the mask as much as the hero himself is a catchphrase he lives by.
He says, help others and make a difference today.
Cool, 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 cool. Nice, you're a natural.
Yeah.
Like all good superheroes, Wonder Boy has a range of accessories to help better fight the enemy.
He got the bike for Christmas. Wanted training wheels on it so he could ride it. So we searched and searched to find training wheels for a big bike like that, and finally found them, and I put them on there for him and had to adjust them a couple times, but it's working now.
And this is Wonder Boy and the Justice Friends and Sparrow. There are only 5 superheroes in this universe. He is no superhero, he's a supervillain.
As the world of Wonder Boy and his friends expanded, Elijah went beyond the page and developed his story into a short film, The Adventures of Wonder Boy, starring himself in the leading role.
Okay, so for your sequel,
Mom Marty pulled out all the stops.
Olivia Fox again, right?
Oh, my mom wrote the scripts for me.
Can really work on that, OT. And you're okay with us taking out scene 7?
So what's the story about?
All I can tell you is it's the best superhero movie you'll ever see.
For those eager to see Wonder Boy on the big screen, the wait is almost over.
The premiere is coming up, and that's when the Wonder Boy movie gets released.
While it's clear those who've supported Elijah love what he's created, it's less certain if the rest of the world will feel the same way. And there's a lot riding on their reception. As Elijah makes the jump into adulthood, filmmaking is something he plans on pursuing further.
Wonder Boy on the red carpet, and they go down there and they're like,
And if the short film isn't a success, it could rock his confidence in ways most of us couldn't understand. Coming up, the trials of Elijah's diagnosis were harrowing in their own right.
And they misdiagnosed him and they gave him stimulants, which was horrible.
But perseverance has been worth it.
I think him and Nate Dogg are really like the best friends.
Do you have any queens?
Go fish. I mean, we're just like, okay, well, you fit in here.
I see like a movie going on in my mind.
Wonder Boy started when he was about 11 and a half to 12.
For 19-year-old Elijah Haney, living with autism has its challenges. But for the most part, he's encouraged not to use it as an excuse.
You know, this is the way life is. If it's something that he didn't do, and I'll be like, well, if you need help, let me know. Otherwise, you can handle this, you know. So I sort of prompt him to be very independent.
Elijah, are you wearing your swim clothes from yesterday?
No.
All right.
We had some issues with him brushing his teeth and putting on deodorant. So one day, this sign showed up in the bathroom that says, Elijah, do these things. And it gave him a list of things that he had to do, and it said it was from Mission Control. I'm really glad Mission Control showed up. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's somewhat better. Next time.
While he can handle plenty on his own, if need be, help is never too far away.
Hey, Elijah, you're already up, babe. All right, come on. He calls me Mom because I'm Mom's mom. I moved in because I was alone. My husband had passed away, and I wasn't doing anything at home. I cook for Elijah. He'll tell me what he likes. Marty says you shouldn't make everything he wants. But hey, I'm my mom. My moms do what grandchildren want. I don't have to tell him to do his laundry. He does that on his own. He'll wash it, dry it, put it up. And he helps pick up the bowls sometime, get ready to feed the dogs. He'll empty the dishwasher. I'll load it because he was like putting one dish in and running it. So, I said, I'll load and I'll start. You just unload for me.
With the chores out of the way, there's a tradition that takes priority over just about everything.
Have you decided on a movie while you're doing that?
Independence Day.
Ooh, okay. I like that one.
When it's 4th of July, I usually have an Independence Day movie marathon.
That may sound like fun.
This one isn't scary, is it?
No, it isn't.
Okay.
But to Elijah, it's not just a pastime.
A lot of individuals have an autism spectrum disorder. They get super focused on what they like. So a lot of their personal outlook is, well, what are my interests? That can impact part of their outlook in the world because they might not quite understand someone else may not be super interested in the things they like.
Nowadays, Elijah and his family have a clear understanding of the situation. But for the longest time, things weren't so easy.
We lived in a trailer, and we would run from one end of the trailer to the other, back and forth for hours and hours and hours. And he would never go to sleep. Like, he would do this for 48 hours straight.
Elijah reached elementary school, and Mom Marty still had no definitive answers.
They misdiagnosed him, and they gave him stimulants, which was horrible. I was like, after one day, I was like, you're insane. I can't, I'm barely hanging on as it is with him never sleeping and stuff, and you just made it worse. Like, now he's literally climbing walls. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Finally, a light appeared at the end of the tunnel. Elijah was accurately diagnosed at 12 years old.
11. Okay, let's see. Give me all your... And then I was like, oh my God, thank God, because now I've got support groups, and now I have different agencies I can reach out to, because before, all you can do is say, my child has special needs.
Part of the process has been accepting that Wonder Boy has a life of his own.
There's been a few times where we've seen often middle schooler or a high schooler kind of take on a different persona. And sometimes they do that because they've had negative experiences with their own self.
So Elijah was free to express who he was. As such, to his 7-year-old self climbing up walls in frustration, he has a message.
I would tell him that you'll get better pretty soon.
Elijah's next task is to turn his sights towards the future and adulthood. Filmmaking isn't the only vocation he has his eye on.
I'm gonna learn how to be an investigative reporter at Channel 5 News in Nashville.
His wanting to be a reporter definitely stems from all things superheroes, because Clark Kent had to be a reporter, you know, Peter Parker's a news photographer.
There are a few obstacles in front of him, though. For one, Marty's work currently has her commuting between Nashville and Atlanta. Elijah is getting ready to make a move to Atlanta along with the rest of his family. The plan is to attend college there. So what does that mean for Wonder Boy?
He's gonna be at Emory with me for 4 years, and after me and him graduate, me and him are moving back to Tennessee.
While it sounds good in theory, unfortunately, the reality is somewhat different.
Right now, for Elijah, he wants to go to Emory. He wants to do creative writing, I guess. That's what he and his teacher had researched. He wanted to be an investigative reporter, but he realized when she showed him the course load of everything, he was like, I can't do that. I'm gonna have to get with the admissions program at some point and just see what they have for him to go there.
If it turns out that investigative reporting isn't an option, there's been plenty of groundwork done for a career in film.
He stops Dr.
Right? Same outfit?
Yeah.
It's a reminder of the pressure riding on the premiere, which is only a matter of days away.
And Dr. Black's lair.
Lucky for Elijah, he has someone in his life who's an expert in lightening the mood.
Jasmine Shepard.
Jasmine Shepard.
Surprise! Yes, the best bowling player of all time.
How are you?
Good.
My name's Nathan O'Neill. I'm 18.
Let me show you my room.
Okay.
Close your eyes. All right, come on. Come on. Ta-da! Look. Ta-da. What do you think? That's Wonder Boy. That's the Justice Friends, and that's Sparrow, and that's, just in case.
I think him and Nate Dogg are really like the best friends. Total bromance, I love it.
That's my dog, Sammy.
Nice.
Still haven't heard that. Remember
We've been friends for centuries. I got a quick question, Elijah.
Yeah?
Have you got a girlfriend yet?
No, but not yet. And check out this.
New bike?
Yeah,
No,
one of the
that's
misconceptions with autism is that people who have an autism spectrum disorder don't want to make friends, or they don't want to socialize. And if you talk to someone who has an autism spectrum disorder, they'll often say, no, I do want to make friends. And they'll often say, and I have friends.
There's a tinge of bittersweet to this catch-up. Soon, both Elijah and Nate Dogg will be heading off to college.
I'm going to Vanderbilt University. I'm doing the Next Steps program. I'm going to study engines.
After my 4 years and your 4 years, we'll meet again.
Unfortunately, Nate has more bad news. He has direct contact with the Justice Friends superhero, Super Dynamo. In fact, he even played him in the film, and he's come with a message.
He wanted me to tell Wonder Boy that in 2 years he's gonna retire.
Well,
He wanted me to tell you that. And he said he's sorry.
well, he's gonna miss all the fun, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
Talk to me. What's wrong?
nothing. It's just Wonder Boy's sure gonna miss his old best friend Nate Dogg and Super Dynamo.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss Wonder Boy too. If you do see Wonder Boy, please tell him that I'm sorry.
Wonder Boy understands.
While Wonder Boy and Super Dynamo have some adjustments to make, Nate has a plan to distract Elijah from the looming premiere.
When you make a strike, I have to come back. We're gonna go bowling.
Nate, don't be too hard on Elijah.
I won't be.
Let's go, Nate Dogg. You ready to lose?
Thanks. No, that's yours.
These?
Yep, these are mine. That's all. Seen when it tipped off my hand.
The boys share a love of the game.
Yeah. Well, at least I tried.
But it's no secret there's a standout between them.
I bowled 2 13s.
Oh, he's a great bowler, believe me. He always gets the better of me.
I'll take 2. So, how was the game?
Good.
It was fun, wasn't it? I told you once.
Yeah, you win. I lose. It happens.
Yep.
I think Mom's calling. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, let's go.
Hanging with Nate Dogg has been fun, but with the approaching premiere and with crime lurking around every corner, it pays not to let one's guard down for too long.
How was the big game?
Up next, Elijah is tasked with a challenge to help him sharpen the eye for reporting.
It says, make them laugh, which is in Monsters, Inc.
And a catch-up with a mentor forces him out of his comfort zone.
Good job.
I'm gonna learn how to be an investigative reporter at Channel 5 News in Nashville.
Clark Kent had to be a reporter. You know, Peter Parker's a news photographer.
Due to the processing challenges of his autism, Elijah Haney's dream of becoming an investigative reporter will be difficult, but it's certainly not impossible. For anyone interested in the craft, 2 things are essential: focus and training. Problem is, left to his own devices, Elijah could spend all day glued in front of his favorite movies.
Ready?
Big sister Keegan knows how to get him off the couch in a way that also prepares him for life as a newsman. That's a good old-fashioned scavenger hunt.
You gotta figure out these clues like riddles. And, riddles are the confusing ones.
Wonder Boy asked me to give you this.
Oh, really? Thank you. To start this quest, you must go where all the kids sleep at lunch.
Sleep and laugh.
Sleep and laugh.
Okay, so what do you think?
It's probably a riddle. It says, make them laugh, which is in Monsters, Inc.
But where do the monsters come from?
The closet. But which closet?
This family tradition is also a way of helping Elijah bypass any anxiety he might be having over his upcoming premiere.
Remy loves to cook in his restaurant. Where do you cook your meals? That's out of Pixar, Ratatouille. In the kitchen.
In the kitchen? You think the kitchen? Do you see anything?
Clock. No,
With several riddles unraveled,
Aha!
a message appears that does the trick and gets them out the door.
Got it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What do you get into the to spend time on the road? A car.
Mom, come on.
All right, which car?
Maybe it's, let's see.
Maybe your car. Receive your next clue at your favorite pizza place. Snappy's.
All right, let's go. Elijah, are you excited?
Yeah, man, I'm good at that.
Yeah, you were really good at it. You figured it out so quickly.
I told you I'm a good detective.
You're a great detective. You're doing great.
She's a nice sister, actually. And she's lucky for me to hang around. All right. I wonder what the big clue is.
I don't know. Hi. Yes, you're doing a scavenger hunt.
Okay. Turns out the final clue has a tasty reward. Over a slice of pizza, Keegan and Mom are brought up to speed on a sequel to Wonder Boy that's in the works.
That's awesome. Who's the bad guy in this one?
The same villain, Dr. Black.
Oh, okay. Does he get out of jail?
He escapes, and he tries to blow up Nashville.
Jeez, that's serious.
I know.
Is Tommy Lee Jones
It's especially interesting to Keegan since she played a role in the original film.
Okay.
I'm still trying to figure out if it was more of a request or a demand for me to be in the film. But of course, the answer was going to be yes either way. The premiere is going to be so much fun. Are you excited to see everybody again?
Probably.
That'll be really cool.
Yeah.
So suave. Well, wait, you can't make it.
Because Wonder Boy's gonna be there with his tuxedo.
Bummer. Are you sure you can't come?
I'm sure.
That's fair. I'm sure the story will come in your lap.
Whether it be investigative reporting or a life in film, the key to Elijah thriving will be him continually stepping out of his comfort zone.
Probably about Dr. Black.
The next day, Elijah meets up with someone who's helped him tremendously in that quest.
I'm excited. Have you ever been to a place like this before?
Not really.
Neither have I. My name is Kiara Harper, and I have been Elijah's teacher all 4 years of high school.
Kiara is the only person beyond his family that Elijah has really trusted. And that's developed a relationship that went beyond school.
The first thing we've got to do is we've got to go get our wristbands from the counter, okay?
With the move to Atlanta just around the corner, this will be the last time he'll see Mrs. Harper for a while. So they've taken one last opportunity to catch up. Once a mentor, always a mentor, Kiara has cleverly chosen a place that will be both fun and challenging.
So our sensory program consists of families with children who have special needs, autistic, sensory needs. We cater to them to give them one opportunity a month to be able to come in and explore some of our attractions that we have in our facility.
So you are going to be moving pretty soon, and this might be, unfortunately, the last time we get to hang out before you move. That makes me a little bit sad, but I'm very excited for everything you're going to get to do down in Atlanta. And you'll have to come back and visit. Maybe I can come down to Atlanta too. How does that sound?
Good.
Good. You got your drink? It has been an incredible 4 years. So when I first met Elijah when he came up from middle school, he was a totally different person than he is now. The first few weeks he was very quiet, he kind of kept to himself. But through the course of his 4 years of high school, he has turned into a hilarious, funny, intelligent, just awesome human being.
Urban Air looks like fun and games, but it's asking more of Elijah than it may seem.
Trying new things, especially for students like Elijah, is often very hard. Freshman year, when I first met him, it was like, no, if I don't want to do it, I'm not going to do it. But he's learned over the years, and I think through Wonder Boy, kind of helping him build up his courage and being brave, that he's a little more willing to try new things, especially if he has friends or people who are familiar with him. You taking a ball with you? Your souvenir for the day? Sometimes trying new things, especially at a place that you've never been to before, can definitely be a little scary and a little intimidating. But I don't know, we found that trying new things, a lot of the times you're gonna learn that you love doing it and it's worth being brave for a couple minutes. Perfect, all right.
Yet another personal milestone has been reached. And now it's time to recharge the superpowers.
The ones here, have you ever done bumper cars before?
They're going to be needed because the premiere is looming. But first, duty calls.
Kind of like bump into each
Stay tuned. After the break, Wonder Boy has an important message for the citizens of Nashville.
Help others and make a difference today. Where do you cook your meals? That's out of Pixar, Ratatouille. Is anyone wanting more pizza? Jack at the...
He's a little more willing to try new things, especially if he has friends or people who are familiar with him.
In 2012, a superhero arrived in Nashville to keep the population, and in particular 19-year-old Elijah Haney, safe. Since then, Wonder Boy's profile has grown to an extraordinary degree, thanks to his relationship with the young filmmaker.
Hey, so with your with the premiere coming up, do you want to look at the where it all started?
Sure.
No, do you remember your first Justice Friends comic?
Yeah. They stop Dr. Black and they face a giant robot. They take it down and Dr. Black's behind bars and the Justice Friends save the day. USA Comics.
Yeah. Because that's your comic company, right?
Yeah.
Yeah? Hey, Pippin, hush, buddy. It's okay.
Cat's whining.
Oh, they all whine, don't they? He just throws whole worlds together out of nowhere, and it's like, look, I've laid out an entire universe for us to do something with. You know, let's make something happen.
And then we've got this alleyway, and then Wonder Boy is with the two criminals. Is that what you want?
Yeah.
When Elijah and I sat down to write the Wonder Boy script, when he was really serious, he was about 15. He had the whole thing in his head, so he just kept telling me, and I would say, okay, hold on, I need to know what this is, because I'm writing it. I really just helped him tweak a couple of little things here and there. I mean, the whole thing is literally his brainchild. Dr. Black's lair.
Wonder Boy uses his powers to first and foremost tackle crime in the city, but he's also known to appear at events and spread goodwill amongst his fellow citizens.
Elijah's first public speaking was as Wonder Boy at the Special Olympics. After he lit the flame, they let him do the opening statement. And it was very inspirational. I think once that happened, yeah, from time to time, his teacher would call me up and say, I think Wonder Boy needs to come and speak to our class. So I would talk to Elijah, and Elijah would talk to Wonder Boy, make sure it was okay and cool.
Today, the fearless superhero will be heading downtown to speak to a group of his fans. Public speaking might be scary for a mere mortal, but now, looking the part, Wonder Boy feels his power come online, and he's ready to meet his audience.
If he's in the suit, you set the stage, Wonder Boy will sing.
Wonder Boy, I think, gave Elijah the confidence to be able to explore his dreams and do all of these really cool kind of ideas that he's had, but maybe as Elijah, he wasn't quite sure how to execute them. But Wonder Boy allowed him to make new friends when he otherwise might not have, or kind of save the world in his own little way when just being kind of a typical high school student wouldn't have allowed him to do that.
Hey there, citizens. Did you miss me? Yeah, well, it's good to be back. Well,
The message he offers is something all of us would do well to
there
hear.
is one speech that I've been memorizing. Being a hero is many things. That's part of people being different. Always remember that. Remember to help others and make a difference today, and never forget that.
It inspires plenty of questions from the audience.
Yes.
Do you save other cities or something?
Well, sometimes I just save Nashville or the world. Yes.
How many powers do you have?
I run super fast, and then I have the ability to sense things, kind of like Spider-Man, but not the same, though. It's different.
Thank you, Wonder Boy.
This is for listening to your parents.
Following the speech, there's a rush for autographs.
This is for following the school rules.
With a parting word, Wonder Boy makes his exit. There is, after all, an important event just around the corner.
Remember to help others and make a difference today.
Fighting crime is a messy business. So for Wonder Boy to get ready for something as glamorous as a film premiere, he enlists an expert hand.
My name's Steve Elop. I'm a master barber, and I cut Wonder Boy's hair.
That a master like Steve would accept Wonder Boy's request is a tribute to the young superhero's celebrity.
Who cut Superman's hair? Who cares? I cut Wonder Boy's hair. For what? What are you gonna study?
Being an investigative reporter at Channel 5 in Nashville.
Today, what I'm doing with Wonder Boy, adding some texture to the top of his hair, just so it flows over a little bit easier. Cleaning up his neck, round his ear, straighten out the sideburns, clipper shave, a little foil box shaver, just to keep him clean. No irritation, ready to go.
Yeah, he's looking suave.
He's certainly groomed for the red carpet. But there are still some finishing touches to make before the big night.
Elijah, can you come here? We have something for you.
Coming up, as a reward for all his hard work, there's a surprise in store for Elijah.
What do you think? If he's in the suit, you set the stage, Wonder Boy will sing.
Who cut Superman's hair? Who cares? I cut Wonder Boy's hair.
Yeah, he's looking suave.
It's been a long journey for Wonder Boy. From his early days defending the citizens of Nashville, to now being at the precipice of appearing on the big screen. He could never have done it had it not been for his longtime friend, Elijah Haney.
You want to play Go Fish, don't you?
You're going down.
Elijah's parents have been there every step of the way, and to acknowledge all of his hard work, they have a little surprise.
Elijah, can you come here? We have something for you. What do you think?
A mannequin from my super suit.
What do you think?
I wanted a mannequin from my super suits. Yeah. Since I saw the first Iron Man movie a long time ago.
He wanted three, actually. He wanted 3 mannequins for super suits. And I said, you don't have room for 3 mannequins, first of all. So he said, all right, I'll settle for 1. So I think today he's going to be a happy kid.
Yeah. Well, thanks. This is definitely for the Class A uniform.
You think so? Yeah. Hey, I've got a question. Do you think maybe we can put the Class A uniform on that and maybe take it to the premiere and have it there so people can see the suit?
Yes. Let's do it.
Yeah. Well, thank Dad. We wouldn't have found it without him for sure.
Thanks, Dad.
You're welcome, buddy. Come here, give me a hug.
Do I get one too?
Yeah. I do need 3 more.
I think he's happy. What do you think?
Problem.
Good job.
hold on to that.
Yeah.
How many people does it take to get a superhero in a super suit?
Hold on.
Gotcha. Well, I think it looks pretty cool. I think if we take this to the premiere and everybody gets to see Wonder Boy on the red carpet and then they go down there and they're like, oh my gosh, take a picture of me with a super suit. This is so cool. It's gonna look like you, like, there's gonna be a Wonder Boy museum one day, Elijah. I can already tell.
We'll put the gloves on after lunch.
Okay.
Does that sound good?
We'll figure it out.
After lunch?
After lunch.
All right.
Before the premiere.
Before the premiere. That's today.
That's today?
Yes. That's today. Cool?
Yeah.
All right.
But with reality sinking in, will the pressure be too much for Elijah? Ticket holders arrive, but there's no sign of the film's creator. Then, making good on his promise to be there in Elijah's place, it's Wonder Boy who makes an entrance.
That's right, citizens. I'm back.
Yay! I love it.
Everyone wants a piece of the star. And permeating the atmosphere is family love and support.
Let's go sit down. Let's make it. Let's go. Let's go. Here we go. Make way for Wonder Boy! Wonder Boy!
The hard work and preparation have led up to this moment. From here on in, the adventures of Wonder Boy must speak for itself.
We actually got you a chair.
Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, I give you the adventures of Wonder Boy.
Finally, the lights go down. But as Wonder Boy makes his way onto the big screen, will he resonate with the viewing public?
Wonder Boy started when he was about 11 and a half to 12, and he made the jump from his elementary school into middle school, which was terrible. It was a terrible time for him.
That's Wonder Boy, that's the Justice Friends, and that's Sparrow.
Before the premiere. That's today.
That's today?
Yes. Let's go sit down. Let's make it. Let's go. Let's go. Here we go. Make way for Wonder Boy! Wonder Boy! Come on down.
When a piece of art is created and it's shown to the world, it no longer belongs to the artist. It belongs to those beholding it. And that's scary. Lucky for Elijah Haney, he's been relieved of that stress for the premiere of his film, The Adventures of Wonder Boy. The story's actual hero has attended on his behalf. If Elijah were there, though, he'd witness a response that surpasses his expectations. The audience is captivated by his film, which holds a variety of Elijah's influences.
Hey there, citizens. You look like you need some help.
Sparrow. When people see the movie, a lot of times people like to say, oh, it's like Superman, because he is a reporter, he's got the girl, they're both reporters, so there's a Superman like correlation to that. But at the same time, it's also a tribute to the 1960s Batman with Adam West, which he loves. So you might see some pow and zaps and wackos and stuff like that during the fight sequence. Yeah, it's superheroes of old.
Is that so?
Hey, fellas, I may need some help with this one.
Why don't you pick on someone your own size?
All the hard work has paid off.
Help others to make a difference today.
The audience response alone would have made the night a success. But some news has come in that adds icing to the cake.
Just so you guys know, The Adventures of Wonder Boy has been accepted into festivals in London, England, Palmero, Italy, and Athens, Greece, and it's been accepted to the Franklin International Indie Film Festival.
It shines a light on Elijah's future prospects in filmmaking. And there's yet another surprise in store.
My name is Carla Christina Contreras, and I play the mayor of The Adventures of Wonder Boy.
Okay. Did you want me to read it?
If you'd like to.
First, I want to show it to the audience. It is the Wonder Boy Day of Proclamation. On behalf of the state of Tennessee, I, the mayor of The Adventures of Wonder Boy, I do hereby proclaim Saturday, June 22nd, 2019 as Wonder Boy Day.
Outlanders will make a difference today.
All in all, it's been a good night.
Thank you guys for being here. I'm overwhelmed with happiness. That's the, yeah. How about you? How do you feel about the premiere?
Well, it was pretty awesome. I can tell you that right now.
Pretty awesome?
Yeah.
It's undeniable that Elijah's vision has done its job and touched the hearts of many. In fact, The Adventures of Wonder Boy has gone on to be accepted into no fewer than 8 film festivals around the world. Elijah's story is a testament to what can be achieved when walls are removed and difference is celebrated.
You don't need to fit into like the box or mold that society thinks you should fit into. He is unapologetically himself and is passionate about his interests and recognizes some of the things that are harder for him, but just be yourself and don't be ashamed of it.
This kid who other people would just say was a throwaway is like standing up and doing all these amazing things simply because he's been allowed to. I mean, he's not been told anything else.
Well, that's about it. So, nice to meet you folks, and it's the end game, so nice knowing ya.